JJ, just what's your take on what's happened this afternoon? Obviously a really devastating afternoon.
Yeah, we've not been enough. Simple as that. You can have a go at anything you want, tactics, player selection, but it's up to us. It's up to us, and nowhere near good enough. Actually, nowhere near good enough for the last 5 or 6 games. And like I say, you can have a go at the gaffer, you can have a go at whoever you like. But he puts 11 players out on that football pitch with subs, and ultimately we've got to be better as a group of players. We've got to take responsibility. We've got to be much better than what we've shown. It's been nowhere near good enough. It's bordering on embarrassing, to be honest. And we've got to have a look at ourselves first and foremost. The lads in the change room, we've got to stand up and take responsibility because it's been nowhere near good enough. And it's tough to take. I think at the start of the season there was a lot of optimism about the place, and we really wanted to try and change the way things were at this club. But it seemed to seep back in the losing mentality of the place, and it's up to us as a group of players to sort it out because it's nowhere near good enough. It really isn't. It's embarrassing. The goals we concede, the way we go down without a fight, and we need to address it. And the whole place needs to be better. It's nowhere near good enough. And like I say, as a group of players, we need to take responsibility for that.
Yeah, going into the dressing room at the end, is it like to yourself and others sort of piping up and trying to get the lads going, or offering sort of encouragement, or just saying something at the end there, obviously after a really difficult result?
Yeah, I think it's easier to say stuff at the beginnings of games and half time about being better, but ultimately it's what you do on the pitch. Once you cross the white line, you can say everything you want in a change room. Words don't win you football matches, actions do, and it's not good enough. The goals we conceded today, the goals we conceded the last few weeks, it's nowhere near good enough. And like you say, you can have a go at the manager, you can have a go at tactics, but ultimately it's about heart and desire and wanting to stop the ball going in the goal and down the other end, getting on the end of it and scoring. And it's both ends. We've not scored enough goals down one end, and we've not kept them out the other end. And it's up to us. Nobody else can change it. As a group of players, we need to have a look at ourselves massively. We really do. Everyone included, players who aren't playing, players who are playing. Everybody, we need to have a look at ourselves, and things need to change very, very quickly.
Is it sort of hard to put your finger on how you've started so positively, and obviously the last couple of months have dipped dramatically?
Yeah, I think I said it a couple of weeks ago that you're always going to have a honeymoon period with all the lads coming back and legends of this club, really, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You're a Blyth player now, whether you've played 500 games like Robbie or you've played 5 games like campaign. You're as important as anybody else, and I think the honeymoon period's over, and it's all about performing on the pitch, and we've just been nowhere near good enough. Beat around the bush as much as you want. We've not been good enough, and ultimately we're coming to places like this where we should compete, and we shouldn't be coming here and getting whacked 4. We went to Chester and got whacked 5. We lost at Bradford, and it's just not been good enough. We need to be much more competitive, have a lot more heart and desire, and that's as a group of players we need to have that. We're the ones representing this football club. The fans have travelled again today, and I'd be embarrassed. I wouldn't want to pay to watch us at the minute, and it sounds awful, but I wouldn't. Honesty is the best way, and I wouldn't want to pay to watch us. It's tough, but it's up to us as a group of players to change it, and you can feel sorry for yourself as much as you want and stuff like that. But it's the reality of football that you've got to go again, and we've got to try and find a way to even get a point. Try and get a point on the board and build from there. But it's up to us as a group of players to do that.